on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
In his seventh season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Carr gonna throw. There's the stiff arm. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Okay, break. Black shot.
1st and 10, Young. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Carr to throw.
That is caught.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Now Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Pause red.
A 7-yard
Right through.
pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following a win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Young running the option left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Bryce Young,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
A give to Kamara running right. And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should. Play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Down. Red, cycle.
Young on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 65 yards for him on the ground so far, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Strikers, 3-3, seal, black.
Now a first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
It's Young off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here is Young.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Red, yellow. Fuse, yellow. Drill, green. Hut.
Young to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A solid stiff arm. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On 17-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Saints 38, Panthers 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. In motion, the tight end. Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
4th down, Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Slide blue. Green jacket. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo.
54 yards.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The busy night continues for Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Kamara trying to right side.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you got to put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down, throw incomplete as well.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Able to fight through one tackle. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Come on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
27.
Ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue striker.
Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Red cycle. Steel black. Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now at 1st down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come in.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurts.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Black shot. Red. Ready.
Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop.
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 68 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 45, Panthers 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
1st down, Young. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, breaking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Saints 52, Panthers 40.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Green Jack. Black Ultra. Ready?
Young to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense